Well, we're here at Nassington, and I have to keep this secret until it's over, of course. Can't wait to see her face when she finds out who I am. I'm saying nothing.
Like that. Our day-to-day visitors have audio tours, and so that's how they get the history of the site. And Elizabeth and both Arthur have heard it so many times before. I always try and think I'm going to change it, just to trick them out. But,
Well, I think Arthur's opting out.
Is he? Quite right. Our history here starts in the prehistoric times. We've actually got an Iron Age site here. We've got some Iron Age ditches, which were a part of a field system. And probably somewhere out on that field over there, right over the top there, would have been a roundhouse. You know, the Iron Age lives in roundhouse. You know what an aisle is? You go to church, you've got aisles down one side. This had a single aisle, and the aisle posts were wood. The building was made of wood. It probably had a thatch roof. We don't know. It might have had a wooden shell roof like the one on the well there. We don't know, but probably thatch. We're in a thatch area. It had a central half which served to heat the hall, and it was a reasonable sized building, I suppose. Same size as the present house, and it's repaired and altered a little bit. Not greatly, but it needs some structural repair work done to it. And we think it's that he caused to have it, was the reason why it was done was because of him. Our next prebend is a guy called William of Avalon, who turns up just after you, who was the cousin of St Hugh of
Cousin, I
Lincoln.
wonder how he was connected
Yes,
with Hugh.
nephew of St
Nephew
Hugh
of
of
Hugh,
Lincoln,
right.
which is probably why he got this manor. And solos. Do you know what the solo is? It's the private apartment.
So it would be
Yes.
behind the high end of the
Behind the
dais.
high end of the dais, that's right.
It's on the
Yeah.
south side.
No, not in this house.
Not in this house.
This is the solar. Yeah. It's your withdrawing place, because everybody ate and slept and lived in the Great Hall. It was the centre of the administration. It was a court house. So everything went on in there. And if you wanted some privacy, and if you had enough money, you built yourself your private apartments. Solar doesn't mean sun, it's just a room above everything else. The way you got into your solar was rather an odd arrangement in this property. You came out of that door there, that was the door we went upstairs, and you came in through this doorway here. There's the bolts of the door, it's on there. You came in here and you went up a spiral staircase, quite a tight one to get to your upstairs room. But to get down to your undercroft, which was only a room underneath the solar, it was vaulted. You had to come down the stairs, go out and go in again. There was a wall across here for some extraordinary reason, I don't know why, and you couldn't actually just walk straight through, so you had to do this weird arrangement, and that was a window. Much later on, you'll see that they probably had a balcony up there somehow, which we don't understand because there's no information left, but they've banged through doors to get in. Oh, yeah. And the door down there, that door had an arch just as this one had an arch. The other ones were straight doors, and there must have been a staircase in. These ones, well, actually, I don't know whether that particular one does, but all our other parts, I've never seen that house on that particular one, actually. It's the monarch upstairs. It's the monarch. It's the monarch. So, dovecote, 15th century dovecote, which probably sits on an earlier dovecote. We've no reason to suppose there wasn't one here. I think there probably was an earlier one. We haven't excavated inside this building because if we took these bricks up, which are 18th century bricks made in Nassington, they'd never go back again, and it'd be false to destroy something just for trying to find out a bit more information, so we haven't. The dovecote takes 576 pairs of doves, enough to feed really a considerable amount of people.
we are. Gives you an idea of how busy it is. I've just gone round with my own tape, and apart from one or two tiny bits which I'm not too happy with, it works rather well, and I'm rather pleased. It's done my ego an awful lot of good being fake.